1. Clarifications for Proverbs 10:27. A. Here is someone seeking clarifications for Proverbs 10:27 as he has been confronted with reality in life. I have been confronted by pre-believers as well as young believers that Proverbs 10:27 is not exactly happening in actual life. It says the fear of the Lord adds length to life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. As we can see, the wicked is still living well at his ripe old age, even though we may know fairly well how wicked and nasty that person is, and yet he lives long till this day. Frankly, I couldn't answer them, and of course, there are many others still live well at ripe old age. Yet, we may also see many God-fearing and faithful Christians died young. So the verse in Proverbs 10:27 is hard to digest. Please enlighten me. B. Response. At 1. The Message Bible says, "The fear of God expands your life." This is an assurance given for those who fear God. Because they fear God, they would not dare to go beyond doing evil. Thus, goodness and mercy shall follow them all the days of their lives. Psalm 23:6. At 2. Genesis 6:5 says, "And the Lord saw that the sin of man was great on the earth, and that all the thoughts of his heart were evil." At 3. When a man tends to sin, all the thoughts of his heart tend toward evil. It is not surprising to see such men on planet Earth. Why such men live long and not cut short in Proverbs 10:27. At 4. Our lives are not in our hand. We can't boast for sure how long we can live. Only God does. There ought to be a good reason why God allows the wicked to live a bit longer. At 5. Eventually one has to die, and then after this judgment, Hebrews 9:27. At 6. Habakkuk 1:5-11 is a prophecy in which God relates his intention to raise up Babylon, a ruthless and dreaded nation, to achieve his purpose. At 7. Romans 8:28 says, "For those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose." Here, all things includes both good and bad things. At 8. We don't understand why sometimes God has to use the wicked to accomplish his plans. Neither do we understand why God-fearing and faithful Christians died young. Someday we will when we meet him.